The transition from school to summer begins this week for thousands of local children. Here to answer your questions is Dr. Erica Lee, a psychologist at Boston Children's Hospital. Nice to see you, doctor.
Nice to see you.
Yes, thanks for being with us, Dr. Lee. So most kids, they don't get a lot of free time to do nothing during the school year. They're always so busy. In your opinion, is that something parents should consider during summer break, just keeping them busy?
Yes, absolutely. So I think both kids and adults wish they had more time to do nothing. And when kids actually talk about themselves wanting to do more of nothing, they often mean that they wish that they had more time to do things that they want to do rather than the things that adults want them to do or things that they have to do like they often do during the school year, right? So the whole idea of summer is that it's different from the school year. You have more flexibility and freedom during the day. So I recommend parents, talk to your kids. What do you hope summer will be like? And then let's make a plan together to reach our family's goals.
I know it sounds so simple, but we were just talking about this with her kids. Of course, my kids are on the other end of the spectrum and they're in their mid-20s now. So I told her just grab onto all the moments that she can, which she does. She's a wonderful mother. Many parents cringe when they hear the words, "I'm bored." So what's the best way as a parent to respond?
Yes, so I'm bored. Oh, it's one of those classic Hallmark phrases we often hear from children and teens, but it can actually mean a lot of different things. So parents, you can try asking your kids, what do they mean when they use the word bored, right? Because it can mean different things to different kids, and it can also mean different things at different times. So for example, is your child trying to say, right now I'm just not interested in any of the activity options that I have. Maybe I'm actually feeling sort of tired or down. I can't think of anything fun to do right now, or I'm actually maybe a little bit lonely and I want someone to hang out with. So encouraging your kids to be a little bit more specific will help them practice, identifying and then also communicating what the problem is. And then parents, you can help your kids problem solve as you need.
Be more specific. I like that one. Okay,
Yep.
so speaking about activities and helping them think about what to do, let's talk about elementary school age. Are there certain activities, even toys, parents should have in stock, ready to go?
Right. So what kids are into really depends on their individual personality. So I always encourage parents to come up with some variety, right? So going back to this idea that kids get bored really easily. So try to focus on what are the interests that your kid is most specifically into. So one thing that parents can do ahead of time to get ahead of, kids being stuck, I just can't think of anything fun to do right now, is let's make an activity menu and try to include a mix of activities. So you've got some passive things, maybe like reading or even a little bit of screen time. And then you want to balance that with more active things like sports or time with other people. Make sure you're not spending too much time alone. Maybe kids get a little overwhelmed spending too much time with others. And then I always remind parents that yes, kids will be so glad to be out of school, but many of them still benefit from having regular routines and schedules, and that predictability is really helpful. So as best as you can, I always recommend trying to maintain sleep, exercise, and diet over the summer.
Doctor, teenagers can be a bigger challenge. So what role, in your opinion, should parents take in planning their summers?
Right. So it's normal for teens to crave more independence and also a lot more time with other people outside of their family. So I encourage parents, collaborate with your teens on their summer plans. Let them make choices where you're comfortable. Make sure you're discussing safety and good decision making. And then, of course, come up with some kind of plan for what teens should do if they get themselves into some kind of trouble or something unexpected happens. Those moments are really important for teens to be able to know, I can call my parents and it will be okay and they will help me.
All right, doctor, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Have a wonderful summer.
Same to you.